Hey guys, and welcome to Mecharashi. So we do have another edition of the tier list. This is going to showcase Erisa and where she lands. Plus, we do have some changes because of a couple of contents coming out. Some of your pilots might not have, might not have some use. So let's go over the tier list, and we'll start with tier 5. Unfortunately, nobody here is going up, so it's still Raven, Hawkwood, and Arnold for your tier 5. Then as you go up, we do have tier 4. Still the same. I don't think somebody went up from tier 4, so it's still Harvey, Catherine, Fenrir, Bella, Grant, and Diraka. So it's still the same. At tier 3, there have been a couple of changes here. So Rosa, Rebecca, still the same for Raider. Kaiden, still the same for Fighter. For Tactician, somebody went up. And for Sniper, still the same. Natalia and Dana. Gareth is still the same. Yevgeny and Anna is still the same. So one pilot actually went up, tier 2. And let's talk about her. She is actually Lucia. So Lucia is your new tier 2. Let's introduce the others first before we stop for Lucia. So we have Emily. She's been here at tier 2. By the way, William dropped to tier 2. This is a case wherein William hasn't been used much in most of, either new content or old content. Probably your regular content, you could use William, but nothing is special with William's kit that he is actually going down. I'd rather use Emily actually, because Emily has a lot to her kit. Link attack, enabler, damage plus hit rate plus 3%, area buff, armor down. She has a lot in her kit, and she is actually more farmable than William. So both of them are actually in the same tier, which is actually weird. But again, the edge of Emily is that she gets more copies easier. William does not. So William drops. He's gonna be hard to use if you're looking for a very niche character. I think William is your very niche character. Doesn't have a lot of utility to his kit. I think the only skill that he has is his last skill, which has a lot of damage when you consume additional HP. Not HP, AP. But that's about it. I'm not sure. So again, comment down in the comment section if you feel that William should be back to tier 1. But right now he isn't used much. He isn't much suited for most of the content. A lot of raiders are actually out to unseat him at tier 1. Then for Fighter, we do have Gumashe and Camilla still there. Sniper, Shawnee, Allison. Then Machinist is 7. Okay, going back to Lucia. Lucia, if you're looking for a character who specializes in a railgun, can attack twice, plus has burn terrain. So again, she is actually fantastic if you want to supplement your burn terrain tactics with Eileen. She is actually one of the best, and she actually, I think, has a 4 or 5 tile range for her railgun. So that is 5 tiles of burning terrain. Again, she has kind of taken over some of the stages that I've done, and again, you will need her in some of the stages. She is actually good with the Nvidia mech, so you might want to use her with that mech in mind. So with that said, Lucia is at tier 2. As we go up further to tier 1, so your tier 1 are your cream of the crop, the ones that you use and are very good in clearing current stages and new stages. So we do have Marcus. Marcus I still don't have, and I regret not getting Marcus, so I do hope that his banner does have a rerun after Natalia, because Natalia's banner is actually going to be next week. So I'm hoping that he will follow suit the week after that, so that I could get a copy of him. But Marcus is one of your mainstays. Not only Frida, Marcus helps you clear a lot of stages that are difficult. He is actually part of, I think, your specialist in terms of your team. Next one is actually Mary. So Mary is one of the best in terms of link attacks. Can give 2 AP to allies. So again, one of my mainstays for my assault team and for my raider team. Now we go to Hong. So Hong has been one of the mainstays in most of teams that players have been using, clearing specific content. As long as you build Hong right, Hong can be devastating to your enemies. Then we have a tactician, Naomi. Um, I just gonna I'm just gonna be give you guys a little bit of warning about Naomi. Naomi's kit is actually very basic for a missile launcher tactician. So she might go down a tier list if somebody is gonna be better than her as a missile launcher tactician. So watch out for that. But right now she doesn't have any competition for that area of expertise. So she is still at tier 1. Then you have Winston. Winston has been valuable for us, clearing stages, clearing bosses. A lot of it is because of his fixed damage. So we have short circuit. He can actually do short circuit 2 times. Okay, and again, he's very valuable. You have to make sure that you have him on your roster and you have built him. The last one that I'm going to be discussing is the new character Erisa. So Erisa is using a heavy mech. Strength is she does have an enhancement for flame damage, but the part that you will want her is that she has 3 different skills for fixed damage. Not all you will be using, but take note. For her joint melt, you can open this up in an A3 upgrade. So that's 3 copies of Erisa, just in case you want to invest in her up to A3. But I would recommend only up to A3, not more than that. She also has a joint melt in one of her skills. So it's a fixed damage. I think it's 5% of HP for all parts. Then she also has burning terrain. She has one burning terrain effect in one of her attacks, but right now it's only a 2-tile burning terrain because she doesn't have her signature weapon. If she does have her signature weapon, that one becomes to a 3-tile burning terrain. But the best burning terrain skill that she has is her last skill in her skill tree, which costs 6 AP. That one is a 5x5 area, which she is in the middle. Then she just spins around, then applies burning terrain. She can really hold off a lot of enemies by just doing her stuff in the middle, attracting enemies towards her for burning terrain, and she can be very tanky, I tell you. And also she does attack with both hands, not flurry strike. I think I forgot the term for that, but she has peripheral vision, the skill here in her triggered ability. So peripheral vision allows her to attack multiple enemies at the same time. So take note. Just want to throw this out. She doesn't have a very, very big damage, but she has a lot of damage. She has a lot of small to medium damages that if you stay that long in that burning terrain, you won't leave that area alive. So more or less, this is one of her best. You could actually set her free, engage 2 or 3 mechs as long as you know who you're up against. She can really defend herself, especially with that AoE, that 5x5 AoE that she has. All you have to do is support her with heals, because she can be very tanky. And obviously, we do have a remote heal for Melissa. So again, Her kit also has Afterglow. Afterglow is another what do you call this? Fixed damage. So all in all, you have a combination of a lot of fixed damage in her kit. I would suggest using only two. Burning Terrain should be a priority. Next would be Joint Melt. If you don't have her at A3, there's a skill with Joint Melt plus Afterglow. So really depends on what your preference is on, you can still build her at A0. She is still that good, especially with Burning Terrain. Burning Terrain alone is gonna make her very good, plus the other fixed damage. If you plan to invest in her, I do have a guide on how I actually built her. I currently built her already at A3. I suggest you check that out on how I built her, and probably in the next few days or by tomorrow, I'll be showcasing more of her just to show you guys on how to use her and how to maximize her in your clears. So that is it for tier 1. So Eris is not going away for tier 1. She might be going down if Adele comes out, but that is at 2.0. By the way, there is no harm in using Adele and Erisa in one team. Both of them are heavy assault or raiders, and both of them have flamethrowers. So you could clearly use them both in your future runs, even if you've invested in Erisa. It doesn't mean that you will let her go. I tell you guys, she's gonna be a lot of help to Eileen in terms of Burning Terrain. Plus, if you do have Lucia, it's actually a great combination if you have those three. Then you have Sylvie. So Sylvie is still at tier 0.5, and the rest of your tier 0 hasn't changed. So it's still Frida, Eileen, Melissa, and Lorna. So that is, guys. What do you think? So how are the changes? Do you agree with the changes? And comment down in the comment section. Thank you guys for staying this far. Take care. Stay safe. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.